What's up with everybody? This is another episode of Tapped In. I'm Corey Wolf.
Brandon Walton.
We got the great Tony Johnson up in here. We were just talking about it, man. We got Tony Johnson, man.
Yeah, you know it's all love.
The CEO mastermind of CEO Youth League, House of Resources. Yo, we got some people up. My boy, man, we gonna let him introduce himself because this man right here is a mastermind. So I want him to introduce himself.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ronald Manise. I'm working on a couple brands right now, but you'll be seeing me around. I'm tapping in with marketing, communications, public relations, trying to get the whole digital process set up so that all the wisdom we got right here, we can get that algorithm working so it hits your phone.
Yes, sir. Y'all get ready for it. Before we get started, I want y'all to check out my book, man. Y'all go to Amazon.com, go to the books portal and look up this book, Don't Think Like Me, Just Think. It's a good book, man. They say, man, it look like a workbook, because it is a workbook. Are you doing your work mentally? If you're doing your work mentally, then it is a workbook. You need to get this, man. It's going to give you some life somewhere, man. It's going to help you with some type of situation you're dealing with, man. We're going to get right into it, man.
I just started tapping in last night at my camp over now so I can get on this. So I'm gonna dive in. I'm gonna dive in.
Yeah.
We glad we able to take this time out to do this again, man.
Oh,
We
yeah,
glad
for sure.
we get to bring him on too, man, because you know ever since you've been doing what you've been doing from the last time you came on.
Yeah,
I'm
when
seeing
you
the
first got the
progress.
building.
Yeah.
It's crazy, like when you
Yeah.
look at the progress
Yeah.
and everything that's happened from that time, man. It's like mind blowing to see how fast it's going and how. You know,
Yeah.
I see how you have subjugated this situation because I see they were trying to conquer you at first. They didn't want you to get the building.
Nah,
They didn't want you to get the
You already
building,
know
bro.
they don't want none of this to
Yeah.
happen, but we got to push through it. That's the whole thing about it. It's not about what they want. It's about what we gonna do it or not. I just had a conversation about that, and they was like, well, you know, they don't give us the loans. They don't give us all that's true.
Right.
But so what? You know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do regardless? That's what we was strategizing today. What are we gonna do? How we gonna raise money? What are we gonna make out of each room? That's the stuff we got to do when they don't want to give us the resources. There's still resources to go get.
We got to work around it.
Yeah, we got to work around it. No excuses, man. There's no excuses.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So opening the House of Resources, what's some of the biggest challenges you had for doing something like this? This is a big project.
Yeah,
to take on.
it's a huge project, and it goes back to everything resources because, like I say, I tell people when you have the lack of resources, and resources is not just money. Of course, it's money, but then like just manpower, it's all that.
Right.
When you have a lack of all that, you have to be creative. So the reason I was able to get this $300,000 investment is because I took a load off the owner, but I took a load off him. But by getting the blessing of the building, I had to take on what he didn't want to take on. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't go through the bank. I didn't get no credit. So this is all just off my word, my hustle, my grind, and my conversation with him and his wife.
Right.
So, you know, I was blessed with getting the building. So I'd rather have it. I mean, I'd rather have it than not have it. But then that comes with, okay, he didn't want to get the level. He didn't want to get the, you know, the roof.
Yeah.
Well, the roofing is good, but just all the work that he didn't want to get through at his old age. He was like, yeah, I'll pass you this asset. You know, we gotta, you know, have it paid off in the next 5 years. But with that asset come a lot of problems. So but it's not, to me, it's not no problem because I'd rather have it and have to deal with it than not have a building still doing what I was doing. So you know what I'm saying?
I think everything moving along good.
Oh yeah,
man.
and that's why we did
good,
it. That's why we already did the camp. We just went with the camp. Most
That's
people like
what I
wait
said,
another 6-9 months to get it right, but these are the same people that told me to wait another year to get the building.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
And it worked.
We got to just do it,
It worked.
and then we was learning on the process, and that's what I was telling Miss Brown about. I love having Miss Brown part of it because she's the overthinker, and like I tell people, I'm the entrepreneur that'll just jump out the plane and put my parachute on the way down. I just go for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm in the air.
Yellow one.
I figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Close to the ground now.
I got super close a few times, but I always find it just in time. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my mindset, and it don't mean it's the right way or the best way, but it's just my way. So having other people that, you know, that's why I love having Rhonda, just having deeper thinkers about it that help me. Like, okay, that's cool to have that mindset, but we can't just do it all the time, you know. So it's a balance to it, you know.
It's a great balance. That's why when I was talking to him earlier, I was like, man, this dude, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it might be, you might have a whole puzzle, and it be one piece you're missing.
Yeah. So
You gotta find them pieces, man. But the only way you can do it is when you link it.
Oh,
And then when you I was gonna say this earlier, man. I wanted to tell you, man, I appreciate you and thank you for allowed me to be part of the mentorship program.
Oh yeah.
You
I
know, it
appreciate
felt good to be part of that, to see them kids happy, laughing and playing, and you know, because I did it for, like I said, I dealt with teenagers, young kids.
Yeah.
I haven't dealt with adults.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to mental health and stuff, I did it for about 4 years.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? So I know how it goes.
And I need that. That's part of the resources that I need. Like I got a lot of the vision and all that, but I need the people that can help play the parts. I can't do it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I appreciate you for being willing and wanting to be a part of it, because that's the thing I get a lot, the lack of support, but just people that just want to just put in some skin in the game, and you know, and then a lot of stuff I go through, I get a lot of people like, see, that's why I don't want to deal with our community because of this and that, and I'm like, okay, I can understand the frustration sometimes, but that mindset of saying that, see, that's why I don't want to deal with us, that's why I wouldn't do that, that's the reason why our community is in the position it is, because don't nobody want to do it, don't nobody want to deal with them, don't nobody want these headaches, but how we ever gonna fix it? You know, we all running away from it, and we all just worried about individually, I'm straight, or individually, I'm good. But at the same time, you part of a community that's crumbling. So even if you're good, even if your house is the best house on the block, eventually they're gonna circle your house. You know what I'm saying?
The
So
vulture's coming.
yeah. So no matter how much you want to take care of your household, of course, that's common sense. Everybody got to take care of your house first. But you have to do more than just that, because your house is still part of the community, it's part of the city, it's part of this world.
Right. I
So
like
with the summer camp wrapping up, what was some of the highlights for you personally?
Man,
I'm gonna tell you, I came in probably like 2 weeks ago.
I was having a meeting and I see you. I said, oh man, he just dipped on me. Man, I wanted to holler at you, but I knew you was moving quick. You know what I'm saying?
But man, I came in, man, and just like he was saying, it was overwhelming for me. And I hollered at him for a minute to see all the kids, and they was just bright faced and excited to be doing math and work. And I was like, you know, you feel it in your chest a little bit, like I ain't about to cry. Man. You know what I'm saying?
I told him,
I ain't gonna lie, I almost got it.
Hey, my first day when the first kid pulled up, I almost cried. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on, I actually got my first students pulling up. But the thing about it is these kids, they ready. You know what I'm saying? Like they just haven't been given that option. Like, this was a school, but not school, right? So all the kids will tell you what they were saying. We bosses. They don't play about. There's not no baby camp. We bosses. Like, because that's the seed I want to plant, to have a mindset. Not that all of them gonna be bosses, but in your mind, you could be a boss. You can have a job and still be a boss because it's your mentality. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people think you have to be the CEO or you have to be that. You can go work a job, but if you got the boss mentality with that job, you're gonna do better than the coworker next to you, because y'all just think different. Y'all making the same amount of money, but the way you process it and what you do with your money gonna put you in a way better position than them. And that's the goal. It ain't about everybody need to own this or everybody need to do that, but planting the seeds in them that young, knowing that it's a possibility. That's the whole key. You know what I'm saying? Because at that age, I was being told that I was going to be the biggest drug dealer at that age. So I didn't even think about all this other stuff. So they doing math on their own. They doing, I was telling Mike, we got this video and they did hip hop math. You know what I'm saying? Like that showed me as a music, you know, I own a music company. That shows me that we all know that they programs them, but within the first 3-4 days, they had the math. They was rapping the math part and wanted to do it. Please put it on. That's like the anthem of the day. So you know what I'm saying? So that's letting me know that this is what they want, the positive stuff, but they just needed more. Because what they get every day is way different. So the highlight really just is a seed planting, because this was the first one. It's the foundation, and you ain't gonna change everything overnight. You ain't gonna change everything in those 3 weeks. But just seeing the seeds being planted, seeing the parents smiling, getting the trust of the community, because at the end of the day, I'm a black man, mouth full of gold, come from a street background. So I got to earn that. So that's why the first week was slow. By the second week, we got, can I get in? When is the next one? You know what I'm saying? Because they were seeing that visual of, hold on, are you really doing something with these kids? Then the kids going home telling the parents calling their other friends. Now, you know what I'm saying? So this was a foundation. So to answer your question, really just the process of, man, we started.
That's it, just getting it going.
And that's the main thing that a lot of us, we so scared to start. We want everything to be perfect. If this building had to be perfect,
it ain't ready yet.
It ain't ready yet.
It ain't never gonna be ready.
Yeah.
My vision of it is way
You keep waiting, it's never gonna be ready.
Never, because when you lacking resources, and you lacking manpower, and you lacking all that, how's it ever gonna get ready unless you just go?
Start building them resources.
You know, I had one of my Mexican partners came by here. He said, "Man, if you was doing this, if you was a Mexican guy doing this for the Latino community, it'd be 30 people in here working for free. It'd be like 80 kids in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole community would be riding behind you.
Right.
Because they got that mindset though.
They
you know what I'm saying? So that's what we building. We started from scratch trying to build up that mindset. Why is this important? My kids, I'd rather take my kids to a basketball tournament or this and that. That's cool, but most of them will never see a check from that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just that's the highlight. Just planting seeds, letting these kids know that you can be a boss. You know, and giving them that firm, tough love. You know how we was doing it. You know what I'm saying? My teachers is a little different than a lot of people teaching. I don't do all the babying and all that. But it ain't to be mean or nothing like that. It's to let them know this world is real. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I really was learning, because a lot of our kids, they just love to play. Our culture is playing sports, playing at home, playing a video game, playing this, play. Their whole life is built on play. And that's why we behind, bro.
We gotta be serious.
There gotta be times when we gotta be serious.
I got a question for you though. First, I want to say this, like, you know, the building process is crazy, and I think it's amazing how it's going, man, because that's, like I said, as far as a community, that's what we've been needing. We got to remind each other of that. So the linking up versus the clicking up is the big difference. Yeah, so that we just got to keep linking up with each other. Yeah. But I wanted to ask you, man, do you feel like it's a tool, like the fact that you got the goals in your mouth, like that's a tool for the good to real men too, like so people can see like the difference and, well, dang, you know, he looked like me, he been where I've been. So do you feel like that's mind opening for them to be like, well, let me check him out. If he's doing this, I can.
I ain't gonna say it's just mind opening, but it works. It can work against you too.
It could,
unless you use it. You like this past week, I sat down with a juvenile detention judge and some probation officers.
Okay.
And having that conversation with them when I first walk in, it's always you know what I'm saying? But when I get to talking, then it opens up. So it's the same thing. So at first they might be scared of me, then they get to realizing, okay, well, this is an asset that we can actually partner with that will help them. Because at the end of the day, they trying to figure out, not to the degree I'm trying to figure out, but they just trying to figure out this situation, this black situation, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't say that, but they kept saying sides of towns in Temple, Killeen, talking about the black sides of town. You know what I'm saying? So I already know what they were saying, but hearing me talk the way I'm talking about, it's systematically this, it's this, that, but I talk to my people about our mindset and what we can do.
Right.
Now they more my friend now, because I'm not blaming them, even though there's plenty of blame to give the system. I tell them I'm focused on what we can do on ourselves and how we can change our mindset and what we can do in our community that builds it. And then they like, okay, at least we got a black person, they ain't gonna blame us. You know what I'm saying? So with them, it's a good and bad. And once I get talking, and with our people, it's a great thing. But it goes against us too. You know, I had a lady come donate some money and some food last week. I'll let you hear the So what happened was, you know, every time somebody donate me something, right, I tag them. And so I guess I need to start asking people, do you want it to be public or whatever? Because
you showed me that.
We talked about that. Because she didn't have a problem. This is what it was.
You know what I'm saying?
When I tagged her saying thank you, I guess the white higher ups, that because she worked for the Belton School District, so the white higher ups gave her a call like, who is this guy that's tagging you saying thank you for donating? She was just like, oh yeah, I'm just donating to account. But that looked like a record label, because my profile picture says Wealth is Gangster. So she hit me back talking about, this white lady, this and that, said this. So you need to focus on your image. What is it? You're going to do summer camps. What about the Wealth is Gangster?
Like separate them.
But see, this is what I'm trying to tell people. And that's why I posted the other day, I don't believe in inside the box or outside the box, and my world of box don't exist. because that's what they'll try to do, especially a black man, right? You unapologetically black, you speak it out loud, you posting Farrakhan's and all this. That scares society, right? So if you're gonna be doing all this, you can't do this, and you're gonna do that. No, I can do it all. I'm Wealthiest Gangster. I'm CEO of Youth League. I'm a thrift show owner. I might have my barbecue sauce. I might be with the congressman today. I might be with some hood dudes tomorrow. I'm all that, and you can't make me be one or the other. I might be with some kids today and cuss somebody out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like I embody all of those things. But what I think what she was mixed up with, I got individual pages. So if you only want to see the kids stuff, follow CEO Youth League. But if you follow Tony Really and Real Johnson, you're gonna see the Shield of Valor, you're gonna see the chickens, you're gonna see the honey, you're gonna see the wealth. You're gonna get everything because Tony Really and Real Johnson, this is all him. If you only want to see the kids stuff, only follow CEO Youth League. If you want to see the thrift stuff, only follow the marketplace. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what she missed there. But what it showed me is that we so scared of what they think. Why you worried about what this white lady? And I told her in the test, I said, let's do a public debate about, because I already know what it is. It's the gangster part, but it's the same thing I told the judge and all of them. Why I roll with that, and why I told I stand on everything I post, and that's why I tell people: if you're gonna donate money to me, if you're gonna support me, research me, because if something might offend you that I post. Maybe you don't need to support me because I'm not taking nothing down. I'm not. If I post it, I stand on it because I don't do nothing disrespectful. I'm not on here promoting no drugs and no crazy stuff like that. So everything I post, I stand on. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a little scary to you or whatever, that's something you got to figure out. Or just say, hey, here it is, but don't post me. Like, let me stay anonymous. And I'll do that too. I don't got no problem with that. We can keep it anonymous. So that was just a little funny thing that I'm going through as far as building, but. I mean, that's just part of it.
Did you have something? Because I was going to ask
you.
No, go ahead.
Now, I wanted to ask you, man, like, because you play a big part in it, too. I even seen a post, my right-hand man, you know what I'm saying? But I personally, since I've been on the mentorship program, one of the mentors, I see him going to work. He going hard, you know.
Driving from Austin every day.
This dude going hard. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know he was driving that far.
Driving from Austin every day.
You for real, man, for what you do, man. You really standing for a good cause. And this is gonna be big. There's no youth league like this ever. I've never seen it. It's gonna be big. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to ask you, like, since you've been here, the progress you've seen and all that, man. Like, kind of explain a little bit, like, what you've gotten out of this, man. Because sometimes you can get a lot from just them kids, man. Just seeing them, it give you something inspirational. So what have you gained from this?
I've gained a lot, I'll be honest with you. When I first started this process, I wanted to start a personal brand for young men who are trying to figure out life and kind of talking on what he was talking about, having the higher ups kind of check you, that fear, something I feel and something I want to kind of help the younger generation with. So while I was here, I got to see kids who have parents at home who they know aren't top dog. So they don't listen to them. They come in here, they know Tony's top dog. There's no man or woman who will ever come knock on Tony's door and tell Tony to stop doing anything he's ever doing for the rest of his life. That's something we don't think about, and the power that gives us, that peace. That's why we're all tapped into Tony, realer than real. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's cutting his money off tomorrow. Nobody's cutting his lights off tomorrow. Nobody. But a lot of people running around worried about that, So for me, being able to see the kids respond to his authority, be able to respond to his calm but firm love in terms of, I love you, but I know you just slapped that out of her hand and now you crying, trying to act like this happened, and you lying like, nah, stop that, go sit down. No, you fell out the chair, you weren't supposed to be up in the first place, you dropped your cupcake. I'ma laugh at you, go sit down. Because you know you're not supposed to do that. I still love you.
Teach them something.
I'm gonna give you a new cupcake tomorrow. But you gotta learn today.
And
so for me specifically, being able to be a part of this, I was able to see some kids come up with the idea of, wow, I wanna start a business. I wanna, even something small, just bracelets or sodas or lotions and things like that. I partnered with a student in the camp who's really, really big on trying to have his own individuality at a young age, Like Tony said at 12, he was shown how to make money in only one way. I wanted to show this kid another way because I could tell he doesn't want that authority. He doesn't want to be controlled. So making money is the best way to do that. I showed him how to make his first $1, his first $30. That changed his life.
Yeah.
He used to get in trouble, stopped all of that. Because now he sees a vision. He sees a way for him to provide not only for himself, but not have to ask somebody for money every day. Even as a grown man. Because at the end of the day, the woman who reached out to him, she still needs to get that check every week from that woman.
Right.
So you're not going to get that check if you say the wrong thing.
Right.
But at this age, you're 12. Now you can say whatever you want to. You can build your community. You can be a part of it.
I talk to him about that all the time.
Huge.
He hates going to work on, we call it the plantation.
Yeah, I hate it, man. I hate going to the plantation, man.
And I talk to him about, like, you know, them being able to cut your faucet off. If you do things that don't make them happy, or you say things, or you associate with people, or even take a picture with people.
Or you like a post, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They tell me if I would get fired, I post it. I said that's the difference between you and me, man. You might not support me because of what I post, but you can't fire me. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? And I get a lack of support because some of the things I post, but at the same time they can't fire me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe if I got more, I can do more faster, but I'm still my mission still gonna be complete.
Yes, sir.
No matter what.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's just a mindset that we need to build into more youth, because that betters our community. That takes away from like the homelessness. A lot of people that's homeless, most of them are not just drug addicts. Most of them are people that lost jobs and just didn't know how to cope with life after they lost their job.
Right.
But if they had seeds planted, okay, I just lost my job, I just lost my family, but hey, I could lose everything today, and tomorrow I'll start off with shirts or a hot dog stand or something, because it's in my mind. It's not about the physical, what I see or whatever. It's a mentality that no matter what, I'm going to start over again. You know what I'm saying?
Embedded in you already.
That's embedded in me. So we need to put that into these kids, because we teach them about being great in sports. Right. We don't teach them about being great in life. And that's the whole mission that I really want to teach them. I'm the LeBron James in my family. I don't dribble no basketball. I don't be at the gym working out 24 hours a day and all that stuff. But I'm the LeBron James in my family. So we get all these kids to realize that I might not be LeBron on the court, but I can be LeBron in this. I can be LeBron in that. I can be Michael Jordan in this. I can be Michael Jordan in that. And I'm going to compete in life, not just on the football field or the court. Man, that'll change everything.
That's real. You can be whatever you have, be the greatest.
Be the greatest at whatever you do. I don't care what it is, you know. And this ain't no program like I think I told y'all last time. Like, I would probably get an extra $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month right now if I turned this into more of a religious program.
Yeah, that's the part
and it's nothing against that, but why I wouldn't build a program that I would have ran away from. You know what I'm saying? And most of these kids will.
I hate that fact that we got so many people in the community that can help, especially the black community. And a lot of these churches, you know, is mostly black pastors and preachers, and like they don't want to come together on
you ain't doing
something
it
like
they
this
way.
or doing it the way. But the sad
That's all
part
it
about
is
it is
doing it
if
they
they did, man,
Yeah.
you know, like people don't realize, man, it can be a Black Wall Street everywhere. It don't have to just, you know what I'm saying? It could be a Black Wall Street here in Temple. It could be a Black Wall Street in wherever.
Why is it?
You know what I'm saying? It can
the mentality.
be, but the mentality is where
we
it's
don't
at.
want to do that.
Remember when you came on the podcast the first time when you started building this right here? We said, we was talking, and I was saying Black Wall Street had to start within us first.
Yeah,
it's that mentality and mindset. Once they come, we could.
Yeah, but we don't have that mindset.
Yeah.
And it's the elders. I was talking to my uncle the other day, and I was like, I'm 40 years old. I don't know nobody. Every family should have like that older black man that everybody respects no matter what. You could be beefing with your cousin, your mama could be beefing with her sisters. It could be a family feud, but when this man speaks, everybody listen and fall in line.
Yeah.
I don't have that in my family, and most people I know don't have that in their family. We got the grandpas and we got the uncles, but they're not firm, masculine black men that's running stuff, that's really got some leeway. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, oh, that's uncle, he over there doing his thing with her. But I'm talking about a man that when he say something, everybody stop. Like back in the days, we black families had that. We don't got that. You know what I'm saying?
Our uncles drunk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just unk over there, but they ain't really nobody that's firm that everybody gonna follow and listen. And then I'm talking about somebody that really got something worth following too. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just follow somebody just because. You know what I'm saying? We don't got that, and I never seen that in my family. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's part of the problem. My family is mostly women. Love them all, but when you look at what's the dysfunctional here, or you look at the lack of structure, to me, that goes back to the lack of the strongness of the man that's running things, or not even just running things, the man that really sets the path for this family. This is the way this family gonna go. This is what we gonna do. This is the structure of this family. That's just been decimated. That's just been just destroyed. Man.
Yeah. So what was a typical day in the summer camp like? That's for either one of y'all. Was there like a curriculum, or is it?
Well, we every morning we use breakfast, then it's positive affirmations, and I think that was one of the biggest things, because they was crazy about their affirmation books, and they was crazy about just learning those words. And so Miss Terrace good when she came in, she had an affirmation, a word, a sentence for each day, and I think they started looking forward to that. So we'll do that. That's setting them off positive. That's setting them off with just about mindset, because a lot of them, have the roller coaster emotions. They kids at the same time, and then kids from different backgrounds on top of that. So it's different things that's going on. So that right there, that sets them up by being positive.
That's huge, man.
We got one that likes to cry a lot. Hey, shake it off. Shake it off. How you supposed to think? Think positive. You know what I'm saying? So it's just training them, because they never been taught how to deal with their emotions. You know what I'm saying? So that part I really love. And then we get into free, because like I say, this is not school. This is a boss session, right?
Yeah.
So we teaching them, we plant the seeds, but at the same time we giving them freedom to. That's why you would see the kids over there doing math on their own, or I just want to draw. Okay, we'll go draw. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I just want to watch a movie. We'll watch a movie. So we're giving them that freedom to be creative, that freedom to think on their own, to realize that I'm a boss. I got control over my day. Because they used to being sit down, told to do this, and you can't move no matter what. Go to ISS if you do move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, you can move around. You can't just go crazy now. I'm gonna keep you calm, but I want to give them freedom to be able to think, express themselves. What y'all do like or don't like. Schools ask them what they do or don't like. You know what I'm saying?
This is what we doing.
This is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? What would y'all like to do? Y'all want to go outside? Okay, well, y'all tired? Let's get back in. Just so giving them where they feel like they in control of what they day going like, but at the same time being able to just plant seeds and just have them meet people, have them meet people like Hussein and different things he pulled up in his little two-seater one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
crazy. One parent came and told me that my daughter came home and asked me about, do we got any millionaires in our family and why we don't? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now they bond is thinking like, we need to get money in our family. Why we don't got this in our, you know what I'm saying? That's another small seed that seems small, but now they mind is thinking like, Mama, why don't we got this? Or Daddy, why we don't got that? Well, I want to be a boss. I want to have that. I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just regular days that just doing. It was not as scheduled as we might have this next one, but it was scheduled because we was kind of giving them seeds, but then getting them off of them at the same time, letting them play, but then say, no, it's time to sit down and learn something real quick. And so it was just a mixture of chaos, basically.
Yeah, they was adjusting though. They was adjusting.
Definitely.
I like how y'all do the positive affirmations, because me being at the shop, I come into contact with so many kids and parents with questionable parenting, and they be, you so bad, you just like your daddy, sit your bad ass down, like quit saying he's bad. You're teaching him to believe that he is bad. Like stop using that word, like find a different way of saying whatever you're trying to say. But I can't say nothing to that parent about their child. But in my head I'm just like, gritting my teeth.
I tell people all the time, the kid, when they do act out or whatever you want to call it, all they doing is telling me what they get away with at home.
Exactly.
I don't look at it. Oh, you bad. I'm just like, that must be the way you talk back at home, or that's why you do this.
I hate in the shop when they act like they about to get a whooping for something, and I'm like, you don't whoop him for that. Because he definitely wouldn't be doing it out in public nowhere.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a flex. You go in the bathroom, it's quiet as hell.
You kind of you're embarrassed, but you want to look like you firm, but you know you ain't doing nothing like that.
Firm. This nigga was standing on top of the chair, hooping and hollering, like, ain't no way I stood on no furniture in my dad's house. You come in, sit down, and be quiet.
They let you know that. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's normal. Also, you cussing, so you must used to being cussing around, but that ain't happening here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. And I got relationships with them. Well, I tell them like, I'm not here to tell your mama and call the people on you, or you know what I'm saying. We're gonna figure this out. Now, if it's out of control, I call your parents. But if it's something that just happens here, let's keep it here. And they start respecting it. Like, oh, he don't just tattletale on me. I messed up today and I did this today, but he just had a little talk with me and he cool. Now, we good? Give me a fist bump. Boom. Now I just built more respect and you know what I'm saying, trust with him, because he like, they waiting on me. Yeah, he gonna tell mama when mama come. Nah, he was good today. That's between me and you. You know what I'm saying? We handle that between
like
us.
my dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Good tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Tony, my dog.
Yeah,
Tell my mama.
because that's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I ain't,
Yeah.
you know, I ain't wanted nobody telling my mama everything, and like that's soft stuff, man. Quit telling my mama everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's
between me and you. Even if it's something a little bigger, I'm still. And now they get to cross a certain line. Of course, I got to get the parents involved. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something I can manage, we're gonna keep the parents out of it because, like I say, at the end of the day, this is between me and you together all day, not me and your parents. You know what I'm saying? So just building those type of relationships like that.